Is it zoomed in? How do you zoom?
Right there. Here's your gastrosplenic vein, that is, and it's been cut. There it is, right there. Okay, and then you see where they come together? Here's your hepatic portal vein. So I could pin it like that, or I could pin it just before it heads toward the liver, bottom of the liver, which would be right there.
So your gastrosplenic vein is the one that is...
Is that the meeting point between?
Is there a hepatic vein?
Yes, but you're not going to see it.
Okay.
Yeah, actually,
That's the one you said.
on the
Just
model
pin
you
on
could
there.
see it, but I would just cut a hunk of liver off and just stick a pin in it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean technically there is, but you're not going to easily trace it because it doesn't get latex.
Can you see the hepatic artery?
No, not too well.
Okay.
No. And you can't see the cystic or the other branches either. I mean, they just don't get a lot of latex. Well, actually, I take that back. No, I'm going to stand by that. You can see some branches of the cystic actually in this cat. Little teeny arteries. See them on top of the gallbladder? Okay, I wouldn't pin them though. That's not fair. I could stick the pin in the organ though and say name arteries. That would.
Yeah.
Okay, now what about? Okay, what about this artery here? What was that?
Superior
epiglottis.
Okay, yeah. Well, actually, it'd be up here. That's one of the intercostals. I wouldn't do that to either. Okay. But yeah, your superior epigastric could be there. What's this here? Oops, it got broken.
Your
iliolumbar.
Yep.
iliolumbar.
Okay, and then what was this thing here that? Okay. And then. Okay, what's that thing right there?
Internal jugular.
And there's your.
External jugular.
And then here's your.
Cephalic.
Good. Oh, and then we'll do this again because this confuses a lot of people. So, what's that right there? Okay, then what's this right there? Okay, which side? Okay, and then the first rib is technically right here. So all this would be the left subclavian artery or vein, and then right here is your left. Okay, and then beyond it's called the left
Brachial.
Okay, and this thing is your left subclavian artery. And then when it gets up to here, you're going to call it the left and then beyond it's the left brachial. Okay, and then there's a vertebral there. There's a vertebral vein. Actually, maybe, nope, that's it.
Does the right vertebral
The right what?
vein, right vertebral vein, is that show?
You've got one right here. Okay, now, let's see here.
What about the hepatic duodenal? I know that was random.
Yeah. It was very random.
But that was just...
Okay. So what's that? Okay, what's this dude? Left subclavian, so that would be your... Good, okay. And this branch here would be your artery. And here's your artery. And here's your
Right subclavian?
artery. Yep, right subclavian artery. And then this thing was your...
Internal mammary.
Yeah. Okay. Do you guys know all your heart stuff?
Yeah, can you go over the piggy heart?
The piggy heart? Sure. All right, well first, put it in the right orientation. Where it's, so you don't get lost left and right. Watch out on it. Never mess yourself up with knowing left and right.
Front, right?
Yep.
Okay, you want it?
No, you put it down now.
Okay.
Okay, open it up. Okay, now which side is left and right?
Left.
Okay, how do you know left is left and right is right? Which
Left is bigger.
Short.
Left is bigger because blood has to be pumped to the whole body.
Right.
All right, so let's see what we got to work with here. Somebody have a scissors I could borrow for a moment, please?
That's out of memory. That memory is.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so we're just going to go through everything. So name chamber.
Right atrium.
Okay, name this muscle that you see there, that
Pectinate.
Okay. Name valve.
Tricuspid.
Okay. Name these stringy things that anchor the valve. Okay, and they anchor to nubby little muscles called
Papillary.
Okay, name chamber.
The right ventricle.
Okay, name that corded muscle that you see there.
Trabecular carne.
Okay, name the outside surface of the heart.
It's the myocardium. Oh,
Nope. Visceral pericardium.
Visceral
The
pericardium.
meaty part of the heart is okay, and this thing here is your okay interventricular septum. Okay, so blood leaves the right ventricle, and where does it go next? What does
It goes
pass
to
by?
the pulmonary semilunar.
Yep, pulmonary semilunar valve, which you're going to see right in this thing called the
Pulmonary trunk.
yep. And then where does the blood go after it leaves the pulmonary trunk?
To the pulmonary arteries.
Good. And then it goes to the lungs, gets oxygenated, comes back by way of the
Pulmonary veins.
okay. There's your semilunar valve. Okay, right there. So your pulmonary veins go to what chamber of the heart?
Left atrium.
Okay, so they basically go right there. And what's that corded muscle called there?
That is pectinate.
Okay. Name valve.
Bicuspid or mitral.
Okay, these things are the
Chordae tendineae.
and these nubby muscles are
Papillary.
okay. And that ropey muscle is called
Trabecular carne.
okay. This ventricle contracts. Blood goes behind the mitral valve through this valve called the
This aortic semilunar.
okay. So that makes this your
Aorta.
aorta. Okay. Now a couple other things. What's the lining of the heart chambers called?
Endocardium.
Good. And then what's this little groove right here called?
The
Which sulcus?
Right.
Okay, and here's your good
Left.
right coronary sulcus, left coronary sulcus. So what is this thing right here?
Right coronary artery.
artery.
Yep, your right coronary artery, and over here, what's that thing right
Left
there?
coronary artery.
Yep. And yeah, you can see where your coronary arteries begin on this side of the heart. You can see where they start right there. Okay. Now, if I stuck a pin there and I said name artery, you'd say
Anterior intraventricular
artery. Okay. And the veins you find there would be called
Great
Great
cardiac.
cardiac.
veins. Okay. And then really you can't use this much for other veins and arteries because they didn't get injected. Okay. I wouldn't use this for superior or inferior vena cava because they've been cut off. But any of the chambers, the sulcus, any of the valves, any of the other stuff, okay, is all fair game on this or the models.
So the sulcus are the grooves, right?
Yeah,
And
see,
then-
this is your right coronary sulcus. Here's your left one.
And you have four, right? And you
Yeah,
have the
and you have an anterior, go ahead,
anterior intraventricular sulcus,
and a,
posterior intraventricular sulcus.
yep. So you got 4 sulci. Okay? All right, so is that it?
You just press stop. This.